Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a DIY shoulder length faux lock tutorial of these locks that you see here. So if you want to see how I transition these braids into these locks, then keep on watching. I'm going to be using the wrap around method, but I'm going to crochet the hair into my hair at first. So again, I'm going to be transitioning these were calf length knotless braids into the locks that you just saw. Clearly you can see that I already have started, but I'm going to speed up this video a little bit and then show you the end. So this was the hair that I ended up using. All of the information on this hair can be found in the description box. Okay, and let's just go ahead and get right into it. Hey guys, so I am finishing up here. These are my last two. I literally ran out of hair. I had to use some hair that I found, basically, okay? This was old hair that I found, so I just had to stretch it and make it work. Before I put it on the crochet needle, I like to stretch the hair just to get it so that I know it's gonna be super, stretched out, because, I mean, we working with a little bit here, so I gotta stretch the hair out as best as I can in order to make sure that I can wrap the whole braid. So I usually start in the center of the hair. So once the hair is like this, it's even, I start at the center of the top of the hair, and I hold my thumb and my index finger there to hold it. This is what I'm going to loop through on this. So I'm going to make sure my crochet needle is open, put it through the top. Once it's through my braid, it's going to look like this. You're going to keep the crochet needle open. I'm going to take the hair, feed it onto the top here, close the needle, and then push it back through the braid and release. Then I'm going to find that loop that I just had my hand through, just like this loop right here, and then take and pull the hair through that loop, just like that. And then I'm going to let go of the braid and pull this, and that's just going to help to secure the base of the lock around the braid. And then once that's in place, I just take and kind of like spread the hair out. So take one piece around the braid and kind of like, pull it around the braid so that it kind of like is surrounding the braid, and then take the other piece and begin wrapping. Make sure you wrap the base really tightly. I can't really see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna just move the hair up around the base as much as I can. But with my braids being blonde and not black, the wrapping is really going to be essential, like that I pay attention what I'm doing, because I don't want my braid to show. And with me running out of hair, like I have to go back through and re-wrap some of them, or add more hair to some of the braids, to some of the locks, because I didn't have enough hair. So this is what it's starting to look like. You want to make sure that you keep, I wanted more of that loose look, but because these braids are so small and I don't have that much hair, I can't wrap them as loosely as I would like to wrap them. And so I think that is also what is making them kind of heavy. You see how every time the blonde starts showing, I just pull it up, and then I just kind of like pull the hair back apart. With wrapping it, I'm not like pulling it and wrapping it. I'm just wrapping the hair around it and keeping one hand stationary around the braid. That helps so that it doesn't bunch up your scalp at the root, because you'll notice as you start wrapping, it'll get tighter and tighter and tighter. But if you keep your hand around the, if you keep one hand on it and just wrap the hair instead of wrapping both of it, then you'll notice you'll get a different look too. When you twirl the hair, you'll get a different look. So this is what it's gonna look like. Now for me, making them this like shoulder length look, I will come to the end of the hair where it's not wrapped, and I'll take the hair that's left at the bottom and then just start to wrap it back upwards. Some of the spots on the hair, wherever it is like you can still see a little bit of the blonde, I'm gonna just wrap that hair that was at the bottom and wrap that right back around it. A lot of people have different techniques, wrapping techniques that they like to use, especially when securing it and keeping it so that it doesn't unravel. For me, this hair wraps really well, and I feel like this hair is like so secure, so it shouldn't unravel. But what I like to do at the end and take away that like fuzzy, but you still want it to look kind of fuzzy. But some people will do like a knot right here. I did that on some of them, but not all of them. But I usually just kind of like palm roll it. The friction between your hands will help to seal in any loose ends, and it'll start to look like that. You don't see any of the blonde in this one, which is perfect. You can also just kind of like pull the hair down and just kind of like rearrange the hair around the lock so that you don't see the color. So anyway, this is my last one, finally. And I'm gonna just pull this hair. Oh, I'll use this. I've been taking like little straggles of hair from off the loops, and I'll just go back around some of them that need to be like wrapped a little bit more. But yeah, so this is the last one, and I'm gonna go through it again and show you without talking. So as you can see here, you see where there's still spots that you can see my braids. Obviously, you just want to keep going over those areas with wrapping hair and continue to cover those areas until you don't see any more of your braids through it. Obviously, if I had black braids, then this wouldn't be as much of a big deal, but because my braids were blonde, you can see, and you don't want it to look like patchy. So the idea is to just cover them completely. So by doing that, you just want to continue to go over each individual lock and continue to wrap it until you don't see any more of the braids through the locks. Bulkiness, I just can't, so I'm gonna go ahead and dip it now, and then I'll be back to show y'all how it looks at the end. Hey y'all, so this is the final look. I actually finished it. I wrapped up a couple of the ends on some of them you can still see, but it's just like I either have to like push it up or I'm definitely going to order more hair. But overall, my review on the hair that I used was, I really liked that hair, honestly, because it was very manageable and easy to work with. I found that when I was wrapping the hair, like, it really didn't get too tangly. It was easy for it to wrap and for it to actually stay. So for that, I'm really, really happy. I used all 9 packs on my hair. So, and that's only because as you can see, the locks are very small. So I had a total of 70, how many locks did I have? I have 79 locks total in my hair. So if you do order this hair, just be mindful, I guess, of how much, like, based on your length and how small you want the locks. Just be mindful of that. So even with me having that, one pack was not really enough. Like, I was like 6 locks short, and that didn't include me having to go back over the locks that I needed to, just to fully cover them. So I am going to have to order another pack and just do a brief little touch up in the next couple of weeks or so. But overall, the hair itself, like, I really, really liked it for wrapping, and it was really good and easy to work with. It was very soft, and like I said, it didn't tangle too much. If you don't want to do the traditional, like, crochet method, I think the wrapping method, if you already have like braids, braid down your hair, and it'll just, you know, it'll just easily wrap around. So that is my overall review on this hair. I really like it. It's cute. You know, it's one of my go-to protective styles when I'm in between styles, or I just want something chill and nice for like summertime, or if I'm going on vacation or something. So yeah, this is definitely one of my go-to. If you guys have any questions, be sure to comment them in the comments below. Like this video if it was helpful for you in any type of way. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.